screen on YouTube?
I don't know.
Oh, there it is. Okay, just take a second.
Got me?
Okay,
We're good? We're back on? All right. So I'm so thankful I have somebody to help me with all this stuff, right? So, hi everybody, and welcome to live. And my name is Juliet, and this is Colorful Threads, and we are going to be doing some lettering today and working with some lettering. I have been challenged to make some quilt labels for my mother because she's a quilt maker, and so I thought this would be a good opportunity to go over some different ways that you would work with lettering when you're trying to fill an area, and different ways to go about it, different settings that you might want to use, and how are we going to actually stitch these. This is what I got. I got a list of names and things, and then I got what she wants to say on it, which, you know, we could do all that kind of stuff. And then I got these squares with a name, and this is the space that I am allotted to make this quilt label. It's a, I believe it's a 5x5 square. Yeah, it's a 5x5 square. Maybe it's 5.5. No, it's 5. It's a 5x5 square. So this is the size of fabric she wants to work with on her quilts for the label. So this is what I have to work with, guys. How are we going to sew some lettering on this and get these paragraphs in here? So I have all my pieces of fabric, and I have all of my names and which one gets used on what color, because they coordinate with her quilts, and how to stitch on a small piece of fabric like this. And as you know, I'm a mad taper and I love my tape, and that's literally how we're going to be able to get this done. But we're going to tape all 4 sides. I think I'm going to use some tearaway for this project, just so that she wants to tear all of the stabilizer away, and then she's going to iron on another stabilizer afterwards to lock all them stitches in from the back side. So, you know, because quilts get used and washed and handled quite frequently. So all right, so basically we're going to get started. I'm going to turn on my machine. Haven't even turned on my girl yet this morning, and let's get started with this project. Alrighty, so can I have the out of the bottom right cabinet over there, can I have the 12x12 hoop maybe? And a couple of pieces of that tearaway right behind it, please. Thank you. And I'm just choosing a hoop that you know, I can work with. It's not use whatever hoop you want and whatever hoop you want to work with. I think this will give me, since it's a 12x12, I should be able to, in a perfect world, put 4 on here. Kind of, because I'm only going to be doing 4-inch squares. So I think I'll be able to get 4 out of one hoop, and then I'll have a second hooping for the 5th one that I have to do. That's my logic of what I'm trying to do. I also got a ring light now, so I'm hoping the lighting is a lot better. We'll figure that out. Okay, let's get this fabric hooped. And before I get started, I'm gonna do my daily maintenance. Bobbin out. And I need air. I can get up. All right. Good thing I did that. Because I have a colored bobbin in here. And I want to take that colored bobbin out and just put a plain white one in for this project. Perfect. Plain white. Do you have comments? What's the comment? Can't see it from over here.
Did my first monthly maintenance on my Summit this week. First time I've had the X cables be out of spec. Got to adjust it. The instructions are helpful.
The instructions. Oh, that's awesome.
Looking forward to see how we tackle small lettering. Small letters are so hard.
Well, I don't know if we're going to do like super small lettering today. So we're not talking about microscopic stuff today. But we are going to be working with lettering and so there is a whole tutorial on super small lettering and how to get good stitches on the super small lettering. But today it's not going to be quite so tiny of lettering, but some of the things that you want to think about is, you know, the density of the stitches, how close they are to each other. You want to reduce your density. Like, so, okay, so my mom ran machines before she retired and she digitized letters and names and all that kind of stuff. And so she actually gave me specifications on all of that. I'll show you. Where's my phone? Okay, so yeah, during the conversation with my client, my mom, she said she wants a 1-inch border around the outside edge of the 5-inch square, and her lettering density, she actually said she wants it at 7. So normally the default density, which is how close the stitches are to each other, is, I think default in the software is like 3.8 or 4. And she wants 7, so it's a little bit spaced a little bit more, so it doesn't bunch up quite as much, and that was her requirement. So I've already kind of started working with that, but I'll show you how to do that. So, you know, when you're working with smaller, less is more. So when you're dealing with smaller letters, you can't cram a lot of density down in those smaller letters, so you got to loosen your density in order to not create bulk and puckers and holes and tears and things. As well as if you really want to work with super small lettering, you're going to have to go to a smaller needle, like a 65, and you're going to have to go with a thinner thread. Like I'm using standard 40 weight thread. I'm not going to be doing the 60 weight thread or the angel hair 75 weight thread, you know, because it's all about like a brush stroke, right? So if you have a marker that marks at a certain width, you're not going to be able to draw in a small area with that marker. You're going to instead pick up a smaller marker or a small pen or sharpened pencil. And that's what you're going to have to do when you're working with a super, super tiny letters, is change to a thinner brush stroke or thinner thread that's going to give you higher detail the smaller you go. So today we're just doing 40 weight thread. I have my tearaway ready to go. We did our daily maintenance. Now, this is all ready. First thing I'm going to do is let's go over to our software and work on setting up our lettering and a couple of different ways to go about it. Okay. So I kind of sort of started a little bit just to, you know, figure out how to give you some guidelines when you're doing this sort of thing. Looking forward to see. Gotcha. Oh, thank you for chat. I appreciate that. So I was given very precise instructions. I'll show you how I got here, which is the first quilt label that I'm going to be making. We'll start with a fresh, clean project. And so I was given dimensions. And so the first thing that I want to do is, now I am using the professional level of the software, which has an automatic shape input, which is this button here. So I can pick out some shapes, and I just need a square so that I can work within the parameters of that square. So I just picked out a square, and I'm just going to get rid of the walk normal, and I just need this one single line, and I have my 4-inch border. So I'm going to make it 4 inches. 4. There we go. All right, so this is how much space I have to work within for this lettering. And there's a couple of different ways that you can go about the lettering. You can come in with line 1, and size it to fit, and so on. Then you would duplicate that, move it down, line 2, I don't even know. Stop moving my hand. And by the way, I got a new microphone, so let me know how the new microphone is sounding. And you keep going until you fill this in. The other way that you can also do it is in the text box here itself. You would hit enter. Cozy Love Mom 2025. Okay. The difference is when you do this, what you get is a little bit narrower here and a little bit wider over here. So then you're going to have to come into each row in here and adjust it from here. If you're wanting to do this type of a text box, sort of. So then if I want this row wider, I'm going to select first letter and then the last letter. Make sure the boxes are black. Make it wider. I don't know why it doesn't show you it going wider until you're done. And so forth. So see, but then I'm kind of limited. There's a lot more to have to jostle things around, I think, doing it this way. Either way is fine, right? We're just trying to get to the end product, which is some amazing lettering for this lettering here needs to go a little bit wider. Select and drag. And yes, I was allowed to pick whatever I wanted on my label. Maybe Warm and Cozy Love Mom 2025. Okay, so here's my lettering, and you can kind of see a little bit in the difference, but either way, it's all going to be good, except for now I got to change the font. I mean, Bach is kind of fine, but it's a little boring. So I'm going to pick a different font, I think, for each lettering. Which is, you know, the cool thing. And then things shift again. And so then I got to kind of rearrange again. Do I like this lettering? This May You Be Warm and Cozy is a little tall. Stretches it a little bit much. That looks good. Oops, what did I just do there? Moved something. Centered. Control. Move that a little up. There we go. That looks good. That looks good. All right, so now our density, which was a request, needs to be changed. Right now it's on auto, which kind of adjusts it according to, you know, how wide the letters are and things, but I had a special request to make that at 7. So we're going to turn off auto and change that to 7. I did do 7, right? Stop stitching. Nope. Seven, apply. There we go. Okay. So then this top one, because it's not in the same project box, I have to go into it and turn that off and turn that to 7. So see, there's the other side. If you make them all separate, then when you make one setting change for one, you have to go each one. Okay, so we got our density, and then this lettering is not the same. What did I pick for this? H and maybe that's how you spell it. Aiken. There we go. That looks good. So I'm going to save this. I'm going to take off that single line left. I'm going to delete that. I think I need a, yeah, let's change this. I think I need a placement stitch. So I want this to be just a walking stitch at 4 so that I can know exactly where to put my fabric. All right, so a walking stitch, that's going to be a different color because that's just going to be on the tearaway. Then we have our lettering. Okay, now it's all centered. I'm ready to save it. File, save as, and I'm going to go to my shared file. And this is quilt label number 1. All right, can we transition back to the machine now? Awesome. Okay, so I'm going to load this design, my shared network file. Oh no. Oh no. I'm not connected to. I'm not on the right internet. Because it's not on the network. Well, I think it's supposed to go to the other router, the Starlink router. Can the router be plugged in without the Starlink working? I can't just access the router, so I have to reset. Okay.
Technically, I could turn on the router with no internet, and it might work if you have this computer connected to the router as well. I'm trying.
Okay, well, I just need to.
But your computer's already on this one, so if you just put this on this network. It should work.
That wasn't the right thing. There was weird numbers in there. It's not going to connect. You put a U in there. I'm not connected to the 5G over here. Oh. Yeah, see, it's not.
Give it a second. Wow, it's going 3/10 more. Aboard.
It's trying to connect to 3. Yeah, I saw when you touched in the password there was a U instead of a number. Yeah, the buttons are kind of really small for a touchscreen. The lettering buttons get really small. And welcome to live and technical difficulties. So I probably should have logged in because the last time I had my machine, we were on the road and connected to the Starlink router. Now we're home and we're connected to the home router. And it's trying 3 times to connect. No, failed. Okay. Okay, we're connected to the same router. So now I gotta go to here. Let's see if it just does it. No, network location failed. Okay, so I gotta add network location. Okay, this was the name of the computer. I don't know. Gotta reset it up. Sorry. Okay. So let's go. Let's see. And we're going to turn this into a lesson for setting up your network drive. Okay. If it just connects to the router. So it's not even finding Drew Escapes on here. Okay. Did it find it over there?
Where do I go to?
Ah, here we go. Not found Drew Escapes. It's the name of our Starlink router is Drew Escapes.
Won't have internet. Should connect the router.
Woo! It works, even though I don't have internet. Just having the router on works. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Back to our regularly scheduled program. This is why you do lives. Good morning. The Summit's new machine is a Summit new machine for me. So the Summit is a new machine for everybody. This machine launched in October, so it's what, 4 months old. So it's new for everybody, and I switch internets all the time. Like I said, we go from our travel Starlink one, which is the one we call Drew Escapes, and then we have our home one. And I had my computer on the home one, but my machine was networked to the other router, so we got that sorted out. So yes, it's new. It's new for everybody. I actually had a service call yesterday on Summit, which was a brand new thing I had never dealt with before. And I've been a technician for like 17 years, guys. And I ran into something new because the machine is new. It's going to act different. So, I'm learning it as well. So join us on this little journey. Okay. Back to saving my design. No, I think I already saved it. It's here. That's what I was doing, was loading it. Yeah, Quilt label 1. It's here. Quilt label 1. It's not responding at all. Let's, okay. Yeah, I just love having the new equipment though, so I always gotta have the new machine. Let's see. I have a good router and I have the cable company router. When Summit and laptop are on the cable router, slow, it works. Doesn't work. Using IP address. Yeah, I found I had to end up using the IP address as well. They're always working on correcting that. The hard part is, when they're doing stuff and setting stuff up, not everybody's using the same version of Windows. Not everybody's, updating their version of Windows. So they're having to go back to Windows 8 for people, and it's just stuff. So yeah, IP address. Okay. Load. What in the world did I not make sure that it went back to? It's on Drew Escapes. It is not letting me get it.
Switching on. There's no internet on it. I might have switched. Yeah. That one detected no internet. I'm going to go back to this other network that has internet.
Yeah.
So take off connect automatically. And the other one.
Okay.
Just hit connect to the wrong network. Just watch it again.
There we go. All right. Awesome. Okay. Let's see. Let me make sure I have the right hoop. Square. 12 by 12. Color setup. So this is going to be on red fabric. So what color of lettering do I want? Purple. A light on, basically she gave me all light fabric, so I guess I'm going to be using block lettering because she said white on dark, and so I guess it would be white on here because she said white on the dark and black on the lights. So I guess this would be black. I know the quilt is like reds and purples and white. White on this, black on that. Because this is dark, that is light. So, white. Yep. 2. So if I did this, nah, too close. Yeah, white. White will be nice and bright. Okay. Color is, first color to put my placement stitch down doesn't matter, so we're going to keep it the same color. White and white. After 1, we're going to put an applique stop. I want it to put my placement, applique stop, so I can put my fabric on, then do my lettering. Excellent. Since this is really thin, I'm going to have my tension at 2, and I'm not going to run too fast because I don't need to. Color, hoop, speed, tension. Those things are all ready. I'm going to rotate transform, and I'm going to put it in the corner. Yeah, see, I should be able to do 4. Perfect, yeah. I'm ready. We're ready. Yay for you. Just looking for use, but watched Juliet's unboxing video and decided to jump in. Really enjoying it so far. Yeah, I love it. I've been having fun. All right, so let's get started. We're ready to hit start. So you're going to have to tell me what the sound is like while the machine is running, because I know what it was like on my previous machine, or previous microphone. You know my tape?
Noise canceling feature on the microphone I can turn off.
The noise canceling feature, okay. Okay, I have my placement line. Get my fabric down here, and I'm just going to center it. Now, I'm going to put it down here so I can tape. I did not put up my big tabletop today. I don't even know if you can see me or not, but okay. So this is what I did. I basically taped it all the way around to hold that fabric in place while I sew. Now we're going to hit start and stitch some lettering. minutes to unboxing. 3 machines later, I'm finally getting one. Ah, yes. Yeah, it's fun for sure. Oh, my coffee. You need to go somewhere else and listen. Sounds good. You can barely hear it. That's great. Okay, awesome. And I just love this Boost Summit. It just runs. The tension is doing its own automatic adjusting thing. Sews and trims and starts and sews and trims and starts and sews. I can walk away and leave it. I guess it doesn't help if the light's behind me. All right. Come on. Okay. Did I not leave you long enough? All right, let me go back to made for my here. Back to the beginning of that trim. I'm gonna have to check and see what my tie-in and tie-offs are for this lettering. I did not do that. All right, something with the bobbin. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna get a new bobbin. This one is too low, starting to snag and do weird things at the bottom. I'll just get a fresh one. So, bobbin was my issue. Okay. Better with the light. Better with the light. Okay. So while this is running, I'm gonna turn around to the computer and we're gonna set up our next lettering. The machine is not loud at all. We can still hear you talk clearly. Okay. Now then, my next label needs to read Made with Love. From Grandma Patterson. This will keep you warm and cozy, like my hug. Like my hug. Alright, and then she wanted a heart. I need to figure out how to put a heart in here. So, let's see if there's one in the character list. There's a trademark, special characters, special characters, special characters, special characters. No hearts. Okay. Let's see what there is in the custom shapes. There's a heart. I'm going to select this lettering and move it all over. There we go. Excellent. All right. So I'm going to do a save as, Quilt label 2. So the next label is ready. Now we're just letting it sew. Here's my coffee. Can we go back to the machine? Hi, Jerry. All right. Where's my chat? Glue, paper, scissors. I've been wanting a Melco for 3 years. Well, welcome to the channel. We are sewing and making foot labels today. Doesn't really need trims between all these letters. Transition back to the software, please. All right, let's see. What am I tying and tie off? There's style 1. What was I going to look at? Got that. Style 1. We got trim. Oh, trimming between letters. Oh, yeah. Letters. Only says trim between words. So what I was talking about is these close connections. It should sew all of this word from start to finish, and now it will. But this is tiny little lines, but that's not a big deal. You don't even see them down here. They kind of disappear right there and right there, because I want it to sew quickly. Save that. Okay, let me transition back. Look at your pup dog. Give me a piece. Salty pretzel was good. think I'm gonna make that heart the same color as the letter. Or I can keep it red. Maybe I'll keep it red. I do like having all the text in one box so that I can change settings and it applies to all of it. So that's why, you know, you want to look at what kind of settings do you want, what kind of settings do you need.
Can't get closer. Okay, it's as close as you can get.
Yes, it is done. Yes.
You're sitting there staring at your phone. You're live.
Yeah, I know. Thank you.
Okay.
All right. Ready for the next design. Label 2. All right. This is our second one. Color setup. First color. I did not like the white, so I'm going to change that color a little bit darker. Yellow. Applique stop. White, and then yellow, white, red. Yep. Nothing else is changed. Plus placement. All right. Placement line. Do my next piece. Okay, so this one is for Jonathan. Jonath. Jonathan. 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 Okay. I have verified the lettering spelling correctly 3 times. All right. I'm just holding my hand underneath so that as I put pressure down, I'm putting pressure up so that I don't loosen my stabilizer. Since I'm not doing this on the table, I'm providing the table surface with my hand. This lettering was supposed to be black. So, this lettering was supposed to be black. And I'm going to change it manually to black. And now start. There we go. Okay. So, oh, that means it's hung on the cone up top. Yep, totally snagged. Back to the beginning of the lettering. Completely forgot to check my cone. I have to deal with the cone always getting snagged with threads because we're always traveling and the machine is bouncing and then moving all the time. So I should have checked it. There we go. Okay. Okay, guys. So, basically, what I'm gonna do is, so this was just setting up some lettering and working with, you know, a confined area to set up some quilt labels. So, if you have any questions, leave those below in the comments, and don't forget to hit the thumbs up button and the subscribe button if you haven't subscribed to my channel. And stop by for more amazing projects, tips and tricks, and amazing things in the future. Till then, I'll see you later. Have a great day.